Hello, this is Princess Somnia, and welcome back to more Let's Play Xenoblade. Last time, we made it here to the Imperial capital, Alchemoth, towards the back end of the Aerith Sea, and in this episode, we've got a lot of exploration to do. Maybe not a lot, but quite a good bit. Now, elephant in the room, obviously, there's going to be some side quests that we can access here in Alchemoth. A lot of side quests, and unfortunately, almost every side quest you can accept in Alchemoth, including the generic ones, are timed. Now, don't get me wrong, the point in which the timed quests will expire is very, very, very far away in the plot, but it is something you need to keep in mind when you're doing these quests. You want to do them eventually. Now, the thing is, though, I'm not actually going to be... Oh, hey, what's up? Just adding you to the affinity chart. By the way, for the affinity chart, this entire area, the Alchemoth, Aerith Sea area, as well as a couple more areas, count as Upper Bionis. We've got another area! Yay! So yeah, we were doing quests in Central Bionis and Colony 9 area a little while ago. Now we've got Upper Bionis to deal with too. But yeah, I could take the opportunity to do all of these side quests right now, but I'm not going to, because I think we've had not very much progress in the recent few episodes we've done, and I don't think it's critical for us to start leveling really high right now. Now there's a point in the plot where in the relatively near future, like not like in the next area, but in like a couple areas after that, where I'm going to have to take a pause to upgrade Colony 6 anyway, so I figure I might as well just wait until then and just do a whole bunch of side quests all at once. Especially since more and more of them will just kind of unlock on its own anyway, so I would rather just wait and handle them all later. Besides, we're high enough level for Aerith Sea in general anyway, thanks to all the side questing we did in the last, or a couple episodes ago. So yeah, I kind of just want to start doing more and more of the plot, if you don't mind. I think we can do area clearing for Aerith Sea, but I'm not really interested in doing so right now, so let's just focus down on progress. That's really what I want out of today's recording session, really, is progress. But anyway, let's see, we've got some more weapons here, and armor and stuff like that. I don't think I'm going to be buying a whole lot of stuff right now. Well, actually, Sky Gear is actually probably really good for Shulk. Yeah, it is actually really good for Shulk, and it'll get him out of that stupid-looking Machina... well, whatever. Stupid-looking Machina equipment, so... Alright, fine, we'll buy some Sky Gear. I don't usually try to buy a lot of equipment, but I'll make an exception for now. Let's see, we've got art books for Melia. I think these are all for Melia. Yeah, these are all for Melia. Let's buy Bolt, Flare, and Copy. There we go. Some of those art books were for arts Melia doesn't even have yet, so I don't know, that's kind of weird. Yeah, let's go ahead and slap that on Shulk's equipment. That is one thing I do think I want to say about this game that I'm not a big fan of. Yeah, I know, start your riots now. I just generally don't like it when games let you customize your equipment based on what you're wearing, like what you have equipped. So like they customize your outward appearance. I just don't like that, because what usually ends up happening is you just end up with a hodgepodge. You either end up with a hodgepodge of stuff that doesn't look very good but has the best stats you have available, or you end up with something that isn't as good stat-wise, but just generally looks really good. Like, take this Sky Gear, for example. The Sky Gear puts Shulk in his base costume. When I first played this game, I kept him with this for, like, a really long time. Like, far longer than I really should have. Even beyond the point where I honestly think Shulk benefits more from medium equipment than he does from anything else. But I just kept it on because I thought it looked really, really nice. And, well, it does. It's Shulk's base gear. It looks really, really nice. I really wish we didn't have the option of forcing people to look like crazy Magna people and we could just keep them in their base clothes. But sadly, that's just not how this game works. I really do think that if a game's going to make a system like this, they should at least have a system where you can equip stuff for cosmetics and have them not influence your stats, but influence how you look. That, I think, is more so what I'm okay with, but I just don't like looking stupid. But anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest. So we've got all of Alchemoth we can explore, obviously. Despite how big the area is, there's not a whole lot to see here. We can't actually go inside most of the residential quarters or anything like that. It's just this big open area and this domed area and the Imperial Palace that we have access to. So yeah, it's kind of a little bit of a break in the if you could see it, you could go to it sort of a deal, but not that big of a break. And honestly, this area is pretty gigantic on its own anyway. I'll be exploring this area more when we're doing our side questing and area clearing for Alchemoth, but for now, I'm going to go off to Aerith Sea and see if we can help out those civilians that the guard asked us to help out. Why we're doing this, I don't really know, but we offered to help, so we're helping. I think Shulk has what you may call big damn hero syndrome. What can I say? It's a gift. Or a curse, depending on how you feel about it. Well, anyway, we've got a couple of teleports we can go through. I'm so sorry to any British viewer that may, in the present or the future, watch this series. But yeah. So in order to get to where we're going, I believe they mentioned it was the lighthouse or something in the story quest. I don't know, I wasn't actually paying that much attention. We can go over on this area, this direction that we kind of passed over the first time we played, or went through Aerith Sea. Played. Lol. I put Ricky in the front thinking that I was actually going to get a chance to show him off, but like everything here is so low leveled, it's not really worth fighting. Oh well. We'll just keep on moving. I gotta say, I really do like the idea for this area, like with the floating islands and everything like that. It's definitely giving me a Kingdom of Zeal vibe, except less death. Yeah, pretty much, except less death. And less snow. I just got a thing for floating islands, viewer. Oh, hey, we got a vision. What did I pick up? A white tail. I feel like I remember what these white tails relate to side quest wise, and I feel like I didn't like it. Oh, well, look at that. There's that lighthouse they were talking about. We could see it from all the way over here. Man, this music is gonna make me sleepy. At the risk of stealing someone else's catchphrase, I could totally sleep here. Let's be real, like, this place is just relaxing enough to have a nice little nap. Especially up here. This place is really colorful too, which is something I really like. Like I mentioned before, how even though Xenoblade doesn't have the most technically powerful graphical quality, it does have a really, really good style to it. And one of the more important things I think a world should have in a video game is areas with really good color and saturation to them, and this is definitely one such area. But anyway, let's speak to Alchemoth Citizen over here. That's a very nice name, Alchemoth Citizen. First name Alchemoth, second name Citizen.
Yes?
The worker finally came to fix the transporter, but he went to get some ether crystals and never came back. You can get to the crystal deposit from behind the lighthouse. Do you think you could go and take a look for me? Yeah, sure. Let's go take a peek behind the Sirith lighthouse. It's very interesting how we went from thinking the High Entia were just a myth to suddenly interacting with the High Entia and even doing quests for them. kind of gone a long way, too. I mean, we started off this journey, just to remind you viewers, we started off this journey on the back of the Bionis' knee. And now we're, like, right up by its head. I mean, just how far we've come in such a short amount of time is really kind of impressive, honestly. That's one thing I really, really, really like about Xenoblade's, the world of Bionis, is the fact that you get a really kind of clear-cut sense of how you've progressed as your journey has gone on. Like, we started from this point, and now we're all the way up at the top sort of a deal. You don't really get that sensation out of Xenoblade 2, since all the Titans in that game are kind of isolated and separate from each other. As much as I like the exploration in 2, I do like the sense of progression we get in this game. Don't really like the chroma art we've got going on over here. They're kind of like Ignas, but units of the absolute variety, apparently. But anyway, the crystal deposit we were looking for is just over here, if I recall correctly. I gotta stop saying that. But yeah. And there's a level for Shulk. And also, a really big wall of electric ether crystals that I kind of want to pick up for them ether bonuses. I guess I should have mentioned before, Melia is kind of out of the party right now, so oh well. We have a bunch of defensive chromars that we need to take out, so let's take them on and show off what Ricky can do. Yeah, let's leave it to Hero Pond. Or we can have Shulk take off like a third of the guy's HP in one swing. Holy crap. Let's go... Let's go hero time just for the bonus here. Let's see. Nobody needs HP. We got enough tension. We can just use Happy. Charge up a little bit here. And why not go for a Lurgy for the poison damage. I did mention before, but poison's actually really useful in this game because of how debuffs work. Just like Chill is. Chill is a status effect. You would think it like freezes an enemy in place, but what it does instead is it does damage over time. So you can actually just stack poison and freeze on a single enemy and just combo for days with that kind of damage. It's ridiculous, really. Let's show off Ricky's talent art. Yoink! It just steals stuff from things. Looks like we stole ether from the enemies, but we got our art sealed, so I guess it doesn't really matter. There we go, I think that's that. Wow, we got 3 silver chests out of this. I'm actually kind of impressed. Did Ricky get that skill that increases the drop rarity of treasure chests, or am I just lucky today? I don't actually know. I don't actually know if Ricky has access to that skill yet or not. I might have just spoiled a skill or something. Wow, 1 ether crystal. We're high rolling today! Oh, you're not gonna give me 3? I'm disappointed. And now we've taken away from the beauty of the world. Hooray! No more beauty! Let's talk to Worker over here. Things could have turned out really nasty if you hadn't come. I'm off to fix the transporter now. See you around. Hooray! Quest complete. We did it!
And that is the extent of my discussions with the Homs that accompanied Melia here.
I still cannot believe it. How could a Telethia have grown to such power?
And what is your conclusion, Seer?
That the Telethia were able to gain such power due to the high levels of ether in the region. In other words, our ether protection is weakening.
And so it begins. The resurrection of the Bionis. What of the Monado?
I cannot see. My sight is hindered. However...
Speak, Seer.
It is not certain that the Monado will bring about our destruction. While my sight is hindered, I have seen a slither of light. Is your Majesty not aware of this light as well?
Are you referring to Melia?
And the young man, Shulk.
Could it be that the boy is trustworthy after all? Talion, we are on the cusp of a significant moment. The investiture ceremony must take place as soon as possible.
Your Majesty, since the ministries are already in agreement, we may be able to bypass some of the formalities.
Indeed. But she must still earn the blessing of the people.
Might I suggest the trial of the tomb?
First Consort, such a ritual has not been conducted for generations.
We have simply not had a need for it until now. And I feel she is more than equal to the challenge.
Mother, the tomb is dangerous. Our records show that many potential successors lost their lives performing the ritual.
That child fought and beat the Telethia. It is my belief that she is more than strong enough. Besides, if it was revealed that she avoided such a responsibility, her reputation among the people would be irreparably damaged.
I must protest.
No, the First Consort is right. There is much risk, but the rewards are greater. It would seal the people's love for her. Summon Melia. Her thoughts must be heard.
I accept. If I am to lead the High Entia despite my mixed heritage, if I am to succeed the throne, then I accept what must be done.
I expect nothing less of my successor. The path to greatness is fraught with danger. This shall be your statement to Bionis.
Yes, Your Majesty.
You are not fit to be Empress. Not now, not ever.